Ladies and gentlemen, I just woke up from a nap. I am exhausted, but feel good at the same time because it's Tuesday Night Pharaoh. The NXT watch along starts now.
I am your forever ROH Women's Champion, your fallen goddess, the Alpha, the Minion, Overlord, the ROH Gatekeeper. But most of all, I am the best in the world, Athena, and you are watching Women's Wrestling Talk.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the number one women's wrestling network on the planet.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to another Tuesday of the NXT watch along. I am your councilman, and you don't know that because you cannot see my name. Oh, I didn't know that did that. On here, give me a second. Let's get these names up here. Boom, there we go. Yes, I am your councilman today. We are here at the NXT watch along. So in case for those that are just joining and don't know, normally we'll sit, watch through the NXT. Now, of course, we can't show it here because of copywritten rules, but if you are watching NXT right now, you're watching it along with us. So greetings and salutations and welcome. So let's go ahead and jump into this thing. We got the GM of NXT, Ava, outside. It looks like we're kicking off with Trick Williams and Ethan Page's contract signing. Shout out Cindil. What's going on, Cindil? Boza joining. So cool. The NXT watch party is back to back for this week. Yeah. We're gonna if we're gonna try to make sure we make this a regular thing, especially with it moving into the CW. We also just learned Sexy Red will be in Chicago for the premiere of CW. Oh, wow. And Randy Orton will be competing in an NXT ring following the debut of NXT on CW in St. Louis. Hey, now we talked about if we were going to get 1 million views on this first one, and it looks like they are not stopping. They are stacking this thing up, and they are stacking it up beautifully. And we just got word that we will see it coming. It will be Wesley and Zachary Wentz in a Chicago street fight for the premiere of NXT. Miz TV, and of course, my client, the greatest NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez, will be taking on the very challenging Julia. We're going to see what is going to happen. They've already teased Julia twice. Julia's here. Like we know, let's just say Julia is here. If it's not for the debate last week, I seriously think Julia's debut would have been in Chicago. It could have, but you know what it is? I'm glad that they did it first last week. So then that way we start getting ready for her. So then that way the promos, like Cindil just said, are being shown more. And for those that may not know who Julia is, as far as like the mainstay here, they at least are now getting a more foothold on her. Now that they've seen the view, they've seen the promos, they've seen her speak, they've seen her in action now. So now it's like, okay, now I'm looking forward to it more so than looking forward to a debut. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's better that she debuted last week, especially in a match with Chelsea Green. Shout out to Chelsea Green. But it's good that they did that because now it gets people more prepared for the NXT Women's Championship that's going to be taking place October 1st. But how's everybody out there tonight watching along? If you are watching along, I really do appreciate it. Feel free to jump in the chat. Feel free to also like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, as well as the other platforms you're watching this on. Yes, Brooke and T's gonna bring the whole damn Urban Dictionary to Chicago. I now see what Trick has to do now too. I now see what it is. He doesn't command his promos, if that makes sense. Like, he's good at them, but you can tell like he's going through them. He doesn't sit and relish in talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see how Ethan comes out and like, yo, he's in command of his promo. You see how Ethan takes it in. Like, Ethan commands the chaos, and I know that's just a 20-year, experience, but that's the thing I'm seeing that like Trick has to work on. Like, Ethan's not isn't speeding through his promo. He's taking his time to talk. See, Jeff Bowes, NXT has to be the third show. Because they need the main roster start to prove that NXT can draw 1 million on CW. I mean, again, I think they've already earned that, so I think that's going to happen regardless. It's really, for me, it's not even NXT itself. It's really CW. Can CW clock 1 million? Because I don't even know what's going on in the CW anymore ever since the DC era exited. Also, his entrance is just there. He needs Booker to be filled with the Holy Spirit to get over. This is why I said the CW is a good thing for Trick. He can debut on the main roster after Mania. That's probably what's going to happen. I think that will be a bigger pop. The Raw after WrestleMania will be a big pop for him to come. Didn't help that Trick was lost for a little bit. The weird title change at Heatwave, yeah, that was something. Sendil, CW is going to be the way they turn into a on the road live show, just like Raw and SD. I firmly believe that too, Sendil. I think having Chicago and St. Louis be so successful, they should be able to go do that. I don't think it'll be arena shows. It may be like the next level under that for them to continue to keep going, but I can definitely see NXT on the road. See how Ethan commands the promo. Hassan Tahir, appreciate you for joining in, man. This is the NXT watch along. If you watch an NXT, if not, pop it on, man. Come chat with us. We'll continue to chat with us because you obviously just chatted. See, I'm saying he's saying it, but he's just going so fast. You can tell like he's going through it. Ooh. Ooh. I wouldn't be surprised if they get a heavy amount of arena shows just because I feel like their star talent can fill those seats. I believe so too, but I believe too they might start at like the community events and stuff. Like I don't know what it's called under an arena because it's like stadium, arena, then another thing. Civic centers. Like I can see them starting at civic centers and then having like maybe the last show out the month being an arena. Just to be on the safe side. But yes, I agree, Sandil. They have enough power, I think, to fill out a stadium. Ethan is nervous for Chicago. I mean, yes and no. Like I said, bro, even if it's because of like the whole heel thing too, man, Ethan shows you why like he's the champ. That man got it. He's holding it. But you can see from where like Trick still has a few more boxes that he needs to check off. And it's not from like him not having it. The only thing he just doesn't have is time and experience. Oh, it was Hammerstone. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we might get Hammerstone again. Or not. That was very smart of Hammerstone. I really wish they stopped pushing this story. Let's see. Ethan needed WWE more than AEW. Trick has been a victim of WWE landing Ethan. I don't even think it's being a victim. It's really not. Like, it is. I don't think it's being a victim because Trick is stepping up. Trick is getting better each week. Like I said, the only thing that he has against him is time. He needs a little bit more time. He needs a little bit more experience for him to be able to do that. And you're seeing that with the Ethan Page. So it's allowing him to go like, okay, here's what I'm missing. Here's what I'm seeing that I need to work on. Now, at least I'm getting the shine here in NXT to be able to do that. And even the Boza, I think Boza, like you said, or Sindil, of him remaining on CW, that's going to help. Don has been reduced to be nothing more than a freaking coward because he can't beat Oba Femi. He can't find anybody to beat Oba. I'm just like, bro, I'm glad you got your title shot. It made you look good, but we know you ain't beating Oba. And Oba ain't scared of you. So it's like, why are we here? Why are we here? Let me see. Sindil, the easy way to do it is that you can sell the seats as Raw and NXT back-to-back shows in the same place. You could, but like you said, Sindil, I think even my statement is of just playing it safe. I still agree with you. I think that there is enough star power, especially with TNA's partnership already too, for you to do stadium shows. And then, as we like we've discussed several times, we have in a WWE superstars that want. Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to get these glasses right with the headphones on. That want to go down to NXT. So that shows that, like, yo, this has some real legitimacy as the fact of it's like, no, I'll take myself down there. Like, even knowing now that Randy Orton will compete in an NXT ring. And let's face it, like, Randy could definitely have big time NXT. Like, nah, player, that ain't me. I'm not finna do that. But he did. He went ahead and it was like, yo, now we're getting a match with him. So I believe they can fill out a stadium. Joseph, the Don has been. Oh no, we read that. Can we get Councilman though of today on socials? SD A-Town Down Under wants Fraxium at the factory on October 8th for the NXT Tag Team Championships. Oh God, it makes sense, and I think it's a good setup. But it's just like, yo, you have so many other tag teams on NXT. Like, why them? Why them? I don't understand. Like, why A-Town Down Under? And why are they getting a title shot? If anything, why not have Pretty Deadly go down there and face Fraxium? I think that would be a way better match than A-Town Down Under, because it's like, we want you to split. So you being able to just get a tag team shot or DIY, like, why not have DIY go back? I can see DIY. Well. It is that said the slides were there, but they weren't there.
Wait, that was yesterday. Today's different. Today's a different day.
Well, I saw you today.
Oh,
I saw you today.
So you're referring to yesterday, but for today, they weren't. I thought they were. I thought they were there.
Let me tell you, man. You can't never let the real TK fight crime with you and be the woman in the chair. She's gonna be like, your whole bat suit is there. Where's my belt? It was there. I promise you. My back belt is not here. Now I'm fighting crimes and my back suit is sagging. Now I got my ass out because I ain't got my belt on.
Well, that's an offline thing, but I thought it was there, according to the person who did the stories. So
must have been the mayor. Must have been the mayor.
When in doubt, always blame the mayor.
And since he couldn't fill up his slides with Lola Vice pictures, I guess he's just like, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
I'm sliding on to my East Coast feed, so I'm kind of flying blind a little bit. So just as my dog is staring at you lovingly.
Yo, that man got the greatest meme on the internet right now. Like he look like he is not fun.
No,
But just to catch you up, we found out that of course CM Punk will be in Chicago. We also learned that later the following week, Randy Orton will step into the NXT ring for the first time and have an actual match in St. Louis.
Okay.
We also just saw Trick Williams and Ethan Page in the ring together. Ethan Page with a razor's edge through the table of Trick Williams, and we were just discussing. I think we figured out what Trick Williams is missing. I was watching this promo, and I realized he's going through his promos like he's reading them. And unlike Ethan commands his promos. And again, and there's nothing against Trick Williams. You just know the one thing he doesn't have right now is time and experience under him, because we know that'll get better with time. Right.
Okay. I like it. I like it. I don't know why my stream's not pulling up on my
Yeah, I was having some issues too earlier.
And
now we're going into the tag team match that we've been waiting for. Wendy Choo and Rosemary versus Tatum Paxton and Valkyria. Shout out to Valkyria. She just got engaged to her husband, her fiance, who looks like a jazz player in a Christmas band. And so very happy for them.
If you go on www.talkpod.com, there's an article about it. So if you want the details, it's up there.
Yes, indeed. Oh, and we also found out, too, that A-Town Down Under has challenged Fraxium for the tag team titles the following week after they air in the CW. So they are challenging them, I believe, in St. Louis. Well, issued a challenge. Doesn't know if it's official yet.
Boom. There it is. I'm trying some other methods because my tablet's just not tableting today.
Well, as you're pulling that up, I just want to ask you questions. What, on a scale of 1 to 10, what are the chances Tatum Paxley turns on Valkyria tonight and joins the unholy union of Wendy Choo and Rosemary? See, I got it right, y'all. I got it right. I didn't Wendy Woo it this time.
I think it's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen. Wait. What day is today? Today is 17th. I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen next week.
Next week, okay. And do you think that leads into like a match October 1st?
Correct. Yes.
Oh, wow. I see why the mayor keeps Tatum Paxley's in-ring performance in high regard. That was dope, that backflip she just did. See, we're waiting. See, I'm not sure how much about Tam Nakato, but she is Julia's main rival for 5 years now. She keeps saying ish about Julia. Their beef is even in real life. They're already building up for her. I mean, that'd be a great
to NXT.
Yeah, if you can confirm that's the deal. She signed to NXT, or has it just been talk of her potentially wanting to come to WWE? They've lied about Randy competing in NXT for the first time ever. She forgets March 27th, 13th episode, Randy Orton versus Damian Sandow. I thought that match didn't like technically start though, with him versus Damian Sandow.
Okay, let's see.
All right, we got Wendy Choo in the ring. Oh, and we got and then we got Tony D'Angelo versus Hammerstone tonight. Found out it was Hammerstone that was handed the medium wad of cash in the envelope. Not a lot of cash, the medium thing of cash to take out Obafemi.
1 second. Dang it. Oh, full list. I mean, you struggling out here on the West Coast. I tell you what. Just trying to bring you all live content.
That's what happens when you got 5 screens and you operating 16 businesses at your house.
Wow. Okay.
Eventually, something's gonna need a break because you're working so hard.
Well, find me a rich husband and we can take a break.
Until you find me a sugar mama at this point.
Oh, that's easy. I could find you one of those.
I'm trying to cut the grass, but not be touched.
What does that even mean?
The older the better. I'm trying to just trim the hedges, get the keys to the BMW, and get my rent paid. But I just want to have sparkling conversation. I don't want to do the nasty.
Are y'all hearing what this man is saying?
Y'all don't be wanting to do it. Let's not no. Let's not act like that's not a thing. They be like, I want a sugar daddy. I just don't want him to touch me.
I'm so this is a conversation between you and the mayor. I'm so flabbergasted right now.
I hear that all the time. They be like, I just want a sugar daddy, but I don't want the benefits. I want the benefits, but not have to give up what it comes to having a sugar. I was like, then you don't want a sugar daddy. Just want somebody to pay your bills.
All right. I got one screen working. Here we go.
All right. Well, we're on commercial right now, so it's all good.
Yes.
Marigold signed a broad contract to let their talent work with WWE. Julia was the flagship of that contract. Okay, so she's not signed, but could potentially be seen over there. One depends on how long Julia is in NXT if they don't bump her up to main roster, but then also too, like what feuds may be in line for her. I don't know if it may be necessary for Tam to have to come through for that, unless she decides she wants to truly sign with WWE. It happened on NXT because Jim Ross called that match. No, I remember that happening. I just don't remember the match officially starting.
All right, let's get a little comfortable here. Boom.
Big deal. Why though? Why?
Can you hear that?
No.
Oh, I just had a super blonde moment. I was making my life a lot harder than when it was supposed to be.
No, I did that last week when I was on the Friday Night SmackDown with Honey. I was like, can you hear that? Because I didn't know like how y'all did watch alongs. I'm like, there's no way they watch this mute. There's no way. And so I was like, oh, it just plays. She was like, no, I don't hear anything, just your voice. I'm like, oh, okay. So I just need to have my headphones on. Now, see, we've gotten so much good news on NXT, but sometimes even commercials give you way better news because Red Lobster is back. Red Lobster has been saved. It is out of bankruptcy. There
was bankruptcy?
Yeah, they filed for bankruptcy. We thought it was going to shut down, but Red Lobster has been restored. I can finally go back to where all the players play at Red Lobster. And
maybe you'll find your sugar mama there.
Nah, you don't want to find them now. They always with their husbands, and they always got pagers and the cell phones that clip to the belt because they players. You don't want to pick up a sugar mama over there. You might get cut by one of them players as soon as your cheddar biscuits coming through.
As soon as your cheddar biscuits come through. So much we're learning about the councilman.
Streets be wild out here.
All right, I'm for this match.
I am too. I'm just waiting for the turn because she needs to join this group. They need to be a trio. I
think what I was saying last week was I like I love the and I think we talked about it a little bit on the post show too. I love the fact that the pairing with Wendy and Rosemary, however, how far can they legitimately go? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I think they got it's a potential to go far, but also too of just like how much does Wendy Chu want to dedicate to this character? And I think that's the big question.
Well, I think it's what I mean. I think a lot of us, or maybe I'll speak for myself. We weren't really buying it when she came back, but now, with the partnership with Rosemary, I'm really liking it.
Yeah, I do too. That's why I'm just like, it really just depends on if she's dedicated to it. If this is something she really wants to do, she could take this all the way. Like I'm getting like small little inklings of Bray Wyatt and stuff. Not trying to compare anything like that, but like
right
where you could really take this character, build a world behind her when it comes to this, and have people enter that world. But she gotta get rid of that pillow. She definitely gotta get rid of that pillow.
I mean, she can start hitting. She can start using it like how Bianca used her hair and use it as a weapon.
TK.
I'm just saying. No.
TK.
No, we're not. We're not liking that idea.
I've been hit with fake hair. That hurt. I've been hit with a pillow. Depending on how she make that pillow, let me not hate. Depending on how she wrap that pillow up, may be different. But having it as this big fluffy one that she be swinging, no.
Well, that's the thing. Maybe each time she has something hidden in the pillow.
I'd rather her put people to sleep and then she grab the pillow and then put their head on it while they knocked out.
Oh, I like that. I like that. I like that.
All right, Valkyria going up. Ooh, okay. Shades of Mellow. Oh, and Valkyria and Tatum defeat Rosemary and Wendy Chu. Rosemary taking the pin.
Did you expect this?
Yeah, just because right now it's fan favorite, and I know that they love this friendship between the two of them, and I don't think it really hurts Wendy Chu or Rosemary. And if anything, it just made Valkyria a little bit even more likable.
Here's a question for you, a throwback question. And I'm assuming she's happy where she is. But what do you guys think Taya Valkyrie's character, Frankie, how do you think she would have done in this era of NXT? Do you think she would have thrived, or do you think it still wouldn't have worked?
Oh, her previous character?
Yeah. Frankie.
I think it could have. I just think it would have. She'd have still kind of went the Becky Lynch route. It would have took a little time for her to get going and get started. I think with being Lyra, and it seems like her as Lyra, she feels more comfortable as playing Lyra Valkyria.
No, wait. Are you talking about? I'm talking about Taya Valkyrie.
Ain't that the same person?
No.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Hot. So Taya Valkyrie, she's currently signed. She's from Impact TNA. She for a long time. Then she was at NXT. Then she left NXT, and now she's AEW.
You just named
you don't remember her
you just named two organizations you know I don't watch. You just named two of these places.
Well, she was with okay. So my folks in the chat, Frankie, she had two dogs, and she was kind of almost I would say it was very stereotypical, like Italian gaudy type. That was her character when she was with NXT, and the dogs even had a whole premiere and stuff.
No, I do remember this lady. Yeah. No. I do remember this now. Yeah, Frankie Monet. Yeah, I do, because she wore white. She wore white the whole time. No. I do remember this lady. Yeah, no, I wasn't feeling that, Frank. The one with the dogs, I wasn't liking that. I wasn't
Really?
liking it. Nah.
I mean,
The only
I
reason
feel
why
like she didn't necessarily. I feel like she might have worked in it. I feel like that character would work in the current NXT.
No, I think it would. I think it would work. I just didn't like it for her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I didn't like it for her. I do remember that because it reminded me of what's Dana Brooks' character now? Ash by Elegance.
Yeah.
It gave me a lot of shades of that. And I don't know why it just didn't hit for me as much. And then too, it's
Ash
like
by Elegance came after Frankie.
Yeah, but Dana Brooke already kind of had that feel. I don't know why. Like that's what it just gave me shades of. And then it's like seeing her, and it's like you're good, but now we see that too with Tiffany Stratton. And Tiffany Stratton does it way better than you character-wise. Not saying she's better than you in general, but just character-wise, Tiffy really like found a way to hone in on that character. Same reason why like Austin Theory had to give up the selfie thing. It's like, no, bro, that's Tyler Breeze. You're not gonna say Tyler Breeze in the selfie. Like that's not gonna happen. But where is she now? You said she's in AEW?
She's in AEW with her husband Johnny. Well, more ROH than AEW, but you know, it's so funny that on my computer is showing one commercial, and on my phone is showing a different commercial.
Oh wow! It's amazing that this thing keeps showing my double chin on StreamYard. And
I'm just seeing hair.
Trying to hide it. I see it. Trying to hide it. So I hate going to the gym. Like they be like, "Yo, you losing weight? Where? Y'all see it? I don't.
Well, it usually hits I think what do they say? It hits overall first, then the face, and then like the midsection. Oh, red cup. What's in the red cup?
Jesus juice. Y'all never heard of that?
Yeah, that's why I raised my eyes.
Oh, I was like, wait.
I don't know if Jesus juice is allowed on the clock.
I'm not allowed to have water? Wait, when are you not allowed to have water? Wait a minute.
I thought Jesus juice is alcohol.
No, Jesus juice is water. They turn water into wine.
So what do you guys think of Ren's character? Are you guys for it? Do you think she needs some more time to kind of cook to develop who she is?
That's the one here on No Quarter Question.
Yeah.
I haven't seen her compete, to be honest. How is she in the ring? Have we seen her compete in the ring?
I don't know if she's competed for NXT. She's been in the indie game for a long time. We actually interviewed her, I think either during the pandemic or something like that. So I'm curious as to how she's going to develop. I feel like with the women in particular, they kind of partner them with a faction or a group until they really kind of fully flesh out their character, which is a good way. You kind of get used to a lot of different things. Jeffrey's saying, it's okay. I don't really care for it.
Yeah, because you know what I just got watching this segment? Is it's the same problem Chase U was having. It's a group we don't really care about. And then also, too, she's just a brunette Thea Hale. Like, you literally, like, as soon as she did this, you're just acting like Thea Hale. You just have brunette hair.
But do you think they're using that as a way to start to develop like yourself as a character? So now you get used to getting TV time and you're making the adjustments to finally kind of adjust yourself to kind of fully flesh out?
For Thea Hale's point, yes, because I think like if they break up, Thea Hale is going to be fine. Thea Hale is going to be great. But for No Quarter Catch Crew, I don't think any of them has established themselves well enough as far as that group goes for us to see that yet with them. Like even Charlie.
Well, yeah, because what were you saying?
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, how long is because Chase U's been around longer than No Quarter Catch Crew, right?
Yeah, but even too, like Chase U, like gave us up. We just kind of sick of it. But it's like with No Quarter Catch Crew, like we still haven't seen like what your footing is. Like what is your team about? Like we see what the D'Angelo family is about. Even if they're character-wise, the people around them are not growing because Tony D'Angelo is growing, it all comes together. But for No Quarter Catch Crew, it just kind of looks like, all right, we're just gonna put y'all all right here and then we'll see what y'all do. And it's just like nothing's really developing out of any of that. Did y'all see Bianca versus Io? I was screaming. It was so good when Bianca deadlifted her up the ring steps. Holy S. Yes. Hey, you know what? If she wasn't in the tag team, she wouldn't have lost that match. This is why they need to break up. This is why.
Well, they will eventually. I mean, I think we all know. I think we all know why that's happening.
I just wanted to take that shot because I'm sure Honey's listening.
You sure who's listening?
I'm sure Honey is listening, and she don't want them to break up. But I will say big ups to Bianca Belair because I am glad she lost that match. Because I was under the impression like Bianca's gonna win, but I'm glad that she allowed Io to go over. Because I think like during these times when you have these powerhouses that are a fan favorite and you have these matches in between Raw, you think those are going to happen. Like to have that upset and let Io win, I thought that was a real good look. And that shows you like how invested she is into this business and to the women back there.
Oh yeah, for
just
sure.
Herself.
This is definitely for the long game.
Yeah. And so I really enjoyed that because that match was great. I feel like Tony is only still in NXT because they are waiting for the rest of the family to get to his level. Could be by himself. Could he by himself be on the main roster already? Yes. No, he can't. He cannot. No. Tony D'Angelo still ain't ready. Like in ring work, he's gotten 100% better, but Tony D'Angelo still is just like it doesn't capture you. And if he moved to main roster, he would definitely get put into that position where he'd have one good rivalry and then be swept under. Like you're going to always be the person, you're going to start becoming the joke.
Shout out to my folks on IG Live who are watching us as well. Oh, you know what? I forgot.
Facts, Jeffrey.
TikTok.
I'm sure she could use that momentum, Boza. Card versus Io will be the speed finals. I just feel it coming. They've been building up to that. I think it would be good too, especially if it's just a respect match. I think that would be dope. Tony needs to stay in NXT for a while. Absolutely.
Wait, what happened? He just let him count out to 10? What?
Yep.
That's odd.
Don just walked out. Oh, yeah, we also found out Zachary Wentz and Wesley will compete in the Chicago street fight on the premiere of NXT's on the CW.
Are we liking the breakup for them, though? Or do you think they should have stayed together?
They should just stay together.
A little bit.
They should just stay together. I don't care about this personal rivalry because y'all still look like y'all cool. Like, I'm not convinced that y'all don't like each other at all. See, like again, like we're watching this footage of like Wesley attacking the other member of the Rascals, and it's like, why? Like, why? It makes no sense of why you're attacking Trey. Like, it don't add up.
Damn. I like his nail color.
The fact that that's the only thing that you are looking at says a lot about this guy.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's not enough for me. This didn't build up enough to be a Chicago street fight. So it's like, okay, he traded up on y'all. That's fine. Y'all could have just left him alone. Now it's like
That's
y'all.
why I think.
Go ahead, my bad.
That's why I think that they should have. It's almost like, here's a good example: New Day, and obviously they can't run it like New Day because New Day's been together for the better part of almost a decade, if a little bit less. But really establish them as like a legitimate tag team.
But you haven't even established Wesley as a legitimate heel. Or is he even a heel? That's what's just like, I feel like this is too soon. All right. Tyrese Halliburton making his appearance on NXT tonight. Will also be there for the CW premiere.
CW is going to be a whole situation.
Yeah.
What is going on? Okay, this is interesting.
All right. Okay.
He has like the G unit.
Yeah, it's like what is that? Shantae the Adonis is out here.
Okay, so did I miss this? Has he been doing this for a while?
I haven't seen Adonis perform in the ring for 2 years. So
okay,
I don't know what Ashante is doing. And he's going up against Eddie Thorpe. Okay.
Oh, okay. So Bosa's saying, could always count on our information officer. Bosa's saying Ashante Adonis is a creep now. He thinks he's God's gift to women. He doesn't like that Eddie is friends with some of the NXT women. Okay.
Also, he's Ja Rule now of NXT. That's what he's doing. What would I be without my baby?
I did not download my videos. Hey, girl.
It's Adonis. Go ahead and make some music. If you're gonna do it,
doing like a 90s situation.
Mm-hmm. You can get him and Lola Vice to do the remix. The way you walk, the way you move, the way you talk. That would be dope. That'd be a dope music video.
You know, it's kind of almost, you know who did something like this, but minus the girl kissing him on the cheek? Dream. Velveteen Dream.
Yes, and he did it way better. It did not look as creepy.
Maybe he's workshopping it. It doesn't. We don't come out of the womb running.
You can't come out looking like Crime Time's son and then decide that I'm gonna be a ladies' man. Nah.
He said Crime Time's son, y'all.
Yeah, like a Crime Time had a baby, and this is the new school of Crime Time. That's the shot they did Adonis.
Oh shoot! I literally think I have like 6 screens going on now.
See, now it's 6.
Whole situation.
It's 6.
Wait. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, it's 5. Durag Vince loves it. Cindy, I bet he does. Look, I don't care how racist that was. That shit was hilarious. Hearing Vince go, "What up, G?" That was hilarious to me. Oh man, that was so funny. I've now figured out though what these NXT groups have to start doing. I'm now starting to see a pattern.
Okay.
We're seeing where these groups are, the tide is not raising all ships. So, normally you'll have one that's the weakest link that may not work, but you at least see maybe 2 or 3 people you're gonna be like, yo, in the future they finna be off the chain. Like Imperium. We knew Gunther was the guy, and we also seen Ludwig Kaiser,
kind of like Destiny's Child.
Yeah, you gotta have your Michelle. Not bad, but we know we didn't come here to see Michelle. We know who we came here to see. No offense to Michelle. Like, Michelle is good.
Anytime anybody says no offense, there's an offense that has been taken.
This. I mean, I that's why I always go with all the disrespect. No one came here to see Michelle. So then that way we just rip the Band-Aid off.
She does have a really good gospel album, just saying. She
does. But you're not finna pay $120 to come see her. You came to see Beyonce, then you came to see Kelly. And Michelle happens to be there.
Wow.
It's like a consolation prize. But it's the same thing with these groups. Like, I think all of them are trying to do like what the Judgment Day did, and it's not working. Like, there was no leader. It was like, we're going to see who rises up through that. And that lucked out for them because they already had star power. But it's like, for the D'Angelo family, no one's rising in the D'Angelo family. Like, Tony is barely coming up too. Same thing with No Quarter Catch True. Charlie Dempsey is just stale. Not that's not no fault to his, but it's like the rest of them are not coming up with you. So it's like in all of those groups, like you don't look to see like, okay, I want to see what the other guy in D'Angelo's family is going to do. Let him wrestle, or let this other guy to see Olympian wrestle. But we're now just starting to see that.
Oh, I was going to invite you on TikTok. Oh, there's Lola.
I have no idea where my phone at. Oh, she's still in the locker room.
Jada Parker's going to be a problem in a good way.
Very much a problem. Oh. Oh, shoot. Uh-oh. Could we see a potential battle of Vice City and Parkerville?
Wait, is anybody your client? I forgot who's your clients are. I can't keep track.
Mine is right now Roxanne Perez and Tiffany Stratton.
Gotcha.
I like to visit Parkerville from time to time, but that is the mayor's. Yeah, that is the mayor's domain, though. Well, I mean, Boz, listen, if we ever have this debate, I will definitely put in the contract that Jada Parker becomes my exclusive client.
Oh, geez. All right, so who do we have in this match? Eddie Thorpe or Ashanti Adonis?
Man, I would like to see Ashanti come out just because it's been a little bit lackluster with him coming to NXT. I don't think this hurts Eddie Thorpe. I think this builds up his character a little bit more, especially with him having the ladies around him. He's wonderful in the ring. But I'd like to see Ashanti pick up a victory and hopefully get this rivalry going a little bit more for us to want to see. What about yourself?
Right. Do you think this gimmick is a keeper, or do you think they should workshop on something else?
For Ashante or for Eddie?
Ashante.
It can work. How can I say this without this sounding bad?
Oh boy, you might as well just say it.
You know what it's like? It's like Family Matters. Family Matters was a good show, but we know white people wrote Family Matters. So we know there's a lot of things that happen in Family Matters black people would have done. And I feel like that's
now I feel I have to go and look back at Family Matters.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Just like it was a spinoff.
There's a spinoff of Family Matters?
No, Family Matters is a spinoff show.
From where? From who?
Harriet Winslow. Like Harriet Winslow was on another show back in like the 70s, and she was like an elevator person. And she would had her, that was her full name, Harriet Winslow, like the husband and everything. And they spun a show off of her character and created Family Matters. That's why she was so pissed and left the show, because eventually they made it about Urkel. Urkel was only supposed to be on 2 episodes. That was it. And they decided to put the rocket ship on him and made it all about him. So it no longer became about family anymore. And so she got pissed about that and left the show.
I didn't even know she left the show.
Yeah, because they did the same thing like Fresh Prince. Then they brought in like this light-skinned lady to play his wife for like I think like the last 2 seasons.
Wow. The more you know.
Yeah. But I say that I think for the thing of Ashante too, I think like you don't have a black person back there feeding into his character. And so I think they are being cautious with it and not really giving him anything. I think that was the problem with Hit Row too. They didn't allow Hit Row to be Hit Row.
Right. But do you think where we see AJ Francis now, do you think they would have allowed him to be who he is now in the current Triple H WWE universe?
I think so. With them moving to Netflix, yeah. I think moving to Netflix, they could definitely do that, because now you can also see Swerve. Like Swerve is the perfect example of how you can package that well to where he's still believable to us and it don't feel like a character. Like the hip hop is there, the talk is there. It don't seem like it's just a character created. Like this seems like Ashante plays this guy. Damn,
just like that. Sorry, y'all. We was just talking logistics. Eddie Thorpe is the winner of this match, which I think we all knew was going to happen, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Why did they put the camera on the girl with the flower? That's interesting.
That's wild. That's so wild.
Oh, so I think, are you watching the feed on your computer or on your phone?
I watch it on my computer.
Oh, so that's why you're ahead, because the computer.
No, you're ahead. No, you're ahead.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're ahead this time.
My phone version, because I'm listening to it on my phone, I'm watching it on my computer. My phone is behind. Like computer's ahead by a few seconds.
Oh yeah, I'm sure if I went to my phone, I'd probably be up with you, because now I'm seeing CM Punk ass is here and coming out. I don't know why he came out now.
Dog, it's her walking time, so she's very she's like,
hey, let's skip this hand, let's put me down and let's take me for a walk.
Man, I really want to know. I don't know if you guys see the commercial. It's The Killer, which is produced by Kevin Hart. I really want to see what the contract that, and I said this last week too, but I'm still really curious, the contract that Kevin Hart has with Peacock. Because he is, if you don't, because some people, and I do this sometimes too, you just go to Peacock to watch WWE stuff. But if you actually sift through Peacock, there is a ridiculous amount of Kevin Hart content. Like he has a show, he has movies, like he has a lot of stuff on there. So I'm really curious, like what that deal looks like.
I'm a fan of Peacock. They got a lot of good stuff on Peacock, like, and get a lot of exclusive stuffs. But I think also too who he partners with, he brings a big deal because like even watching I started watching Fight Night, and I had noticed that it's a Heartbeat and Will Packer production. So the fact you also got Will Packer with you, it's like that's a big deal. And I think too, even contracting the majority of his movies are his. So like Ride Along, all of those things, like they're still under Heartbeat production. So it's like, yo, he can levy that with Peacock. So he has like a whole bunch of
Society says in the IG chat. So shout to y'all in IG
man say he gonna be late and then don't even pop up.
That part, y'all. So for my folks who are watching, go and tag said and say blame said, just like, because technically this is supposed to be Said and Jacob's show, but clearly we've been talking about it for 8 months and it never happened.
And then said yesterday that this might be coming back with Jacob, and then didn't even show up today. But you gonna comment, so clearly you're able enough to at least hop on here. But you gonna message us.
Yes, for my folks who are watching TikTok, I'm watching NXT live. It's currently on commercial. If you want to see who I'm talking to, because I'm not just talking to myself, you can head to any of our other channels: Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, even IG. We're having a whole discussion, but we can't talk about much when there's a commercial going on. So, but yes, we're here. Other than Blame said, that's the hashtag, y'all.
Yes, Blame said. Now, CM Punk did mention that he had an idea for Julia. Do you think we hear today? Sales style connection.
I think they're gonna drop. I think we're gonna be in, because remember when I think WWE still kind of does this when they do kind of PLEs, and even though this is not a PLE for CW, but it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be treated like it. We're gonna get a lot of different surprises. But I feel like they're also going to drop clues. So maybe what CM Punk is going to say is going to draw the people who do watch NXT on a regular basis. Like it's like a must-see event.
Yeah. Now could we also see this feud with McIntyre maybe bleed over into NXT?
To NXT. I would say no. The reason being is that you really want to establish NXT as its own separate show, if that makes sense. So if you do this, then people might be looking forward to some more main roster folks coming on the show. And I think this really leaving NXT as NXT with the stars that they have there now, because they have a lot of people in the locker room for NXT as well.
Yeah.
Oh, you broke her heart, Ridge.
This.
Oh no.
Y'all don't know this dude. Why are y'all upset? It's been like a month that he's been with y'all.
Yes, you didn't know this Rich dude. The Fall. I knew this guy couldn't be trusted.
Yes, you knew that. Y'all all knew that. This is why I agree with the mayor. Defund Chase U.
Oh, that's interesting. So both informational officers saying, how funny would it have been if Saturday Night Main Event returned December 20th to compete with fake TK's World End? I mean,
that'd have been something. I'm sure that's why they bumped it up to the previous week, though. This is CW and the Trump. That is some straight CW feel that I just got with Chase U. CM Punk is outside in the NXT arena.
CW loves college drama. I mean, did you guys see? I had to actually text him. Did you guys see Xavier's Oscar-nominated performance yesterday on Raw?
I did.
It's a little something. Yeah,
I see what you're doing, Xavier. I see what you're doing.
I like it.
I ain't gonna lie. If the tear would have came out, I'm like, now that boy got a future in it. That boy got a future in television. There, boy, you on your way to Hollywood right there with that part. Xavier. All right, let's see what CM Punk ass has to say tonight.
Did you say CM NXT. Punk ass? CM Punk is about to discuss. Oh,
well,
decided to show up.
Well then,
perfect timing.
I swear I thought you was gonna pop in right when Lola's match was gonna start.
And we can hear your TV.
I turned that down some for you guys.
Yes, please. We don't need to get kicked out of YouTube.
I was having son CM Punk till you came out.
What's up, Bozer?
Oh, shoot.
What's up, Jeffrey?
Where's the Emmy music? You know when they say like you gotta get off the stage, that music, where is that? Do we have that on here?
I see Lola's been dominating the chat room here, which doesn't surprise me.
Here we go.
Sorry,
doesn't surprise me at all.
Well, no. So the reason why that came up, Cedric, was because it seems like we may be getting a clash of Vice City and Parkerville that might be coming after the exchange we saw in the locker room.
Yeah, we witnessed some of that last week, but ultimately they're going to fuse. They're going to fuse together.
I hope not. I don't like seeing beautiful black women put an anchor on their ankles and then sink to the bottom. I don't want to see that.
I don't know. If it give us the shot at Bianca and Jade on Tuesday night in a few weeks, let's do it.
Don't do that to them.
Let's do it.
Don't do that to them. Don't do that to them. No, don't. Please don't. Please don't. I don't want to see that happen.
Which I put some stuff in our chat. Apparently, Randy Orton's now going to be on the Missouri episode wrestling Javon Evans.
Oh, that's who he's going to be facing?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That boy
catching the RKO in the air.
They loading them shows up.
Yeah. And then what it is, A-Town Down Under supposedly is going to issue the challenge to Fraxium for the tag team titles in Missouri. Hey, Zalando Brown, man. Well, happy early birthday to you. If you are able to join us tomorrow at 3:00 for WWT Live, come hop on and we can all wish you a happy birthday as well.
Oh, happy birthday. Said we'll sing for you.
In Spanish, too, because he's the mayor of Vice City.
Oh, there it is.
See, now TK be trying to troll. Now, what if I had like a beautiful singing voice for real? Like,
oh my goodness!
And I was like training to be on The Voice or something.
Let's stop the presses. My client is on TV. Tuesday Night Rocks has begun.
Is my feed slow
I
again?
absolutely love how she's developed over the years. Roxanne Perez has a word.
Yes, ask him when his wife coming. That's the question everybody want to know. When is your wife gonna come in the ring?
I'm hearing audio from somebody.
That's me.
Oh. It's not WWE, right?
You don't apologize. He in your ring. Ass.
Uh-oh. Oh, we knew that was coming.
Where's the standing ovation at? Where is the standing ovation? That is right up there with my favorite wrestlers, Bill Goldberg. They are taking shots these last 2 weeks.
Oh, damn. That's what we do. Damn. Roxanne. Booker needs to talk to Roxanne. This attitude of hers is no bueno.
This attitude is A1. Yes.
Oh.
Talk to him.
Oh.
You see why this is my client, TK? You see why? See what happens when you have the councilman in your corner? You get rid of dead weight. You get rid of these BS distractions like CM Punk ass. It's not about you.
There's nothing to retort. Oh, dang, you talk to your elders like that? Who's that wise man, folks?
Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Nah. It's okay. It's okay. Little short joke, whatever. You're not. You're not.
Oh.
It was a good match.
Oh, that's a. He should like stoop down to her size.
Yeah, but he ain't that creative.
Uh-oh. There she is. Oh, I love that top.
Say her name and she will appear.
So do you think she's going to take the belt off of Roxanne?
I don't know. I don't think so. I still believe we might get some shenanigans in the building, and that's how Roxanne walks off with it.
Ooh, I like her boots. Okay.
Have Roxanne's people call my people for our Vice City stylist. She needs some enhancements in the wardrobe department.
Oh, goodness.
Who does? Who?
And said, however you're listening, it's picking up on YouTube. That's it? She's going to walk off? Dang, CM Punk pulled a daddy move.
Kick him in the nuts, Roxanne. Oh, man, are we really going to get him as a special guest referee?
Oh, I don't know if I'm going to like that. He didn't say that was his message? He didn't say his message.
No, and I think that's the message.
Oh.
Julia can't lose her first PLE match. She can definitely lose her first PLE match. We've seen it before. She can definitely lose it. Because Julia losing don't hurt her.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
What we're going to see is Roxanne cheat to win. Like, legitimately cheat.
Oh.
Maybe.
What was that?
What happened?
Ren slapped Kalani.
Y'all feeds are ahead of mine, so.
She's just a scarier Thea Hale. And I don't like it. I don't like it. I need her. I'm
Who's
gonna need
going
her
to War Games?
Oh, I had mentioned this. I didn't know if you heard it. You know, my birthday is that month. If you were able to use the TK powers of getting me there, I can book my ticket to the coup.
That's a whole lot of power.
I mean, she got it. She got 6 screens going right now, so I know she got it.
Only 5.
The power of the product placement in the back, you guys, or you see the body butter.
Mm-hmm.
If you've been ashy this summer, you make sure you subscribe, get your equipment.
This summer sucked, by the way. I ain't seen not one sundress out in these streets. This was a whack ass summer.
So wait, now you're looking for a sugar mama, and you were upset that there were no sundresses.
I'm a man. I like art, and I didn't see no art walking around these streets this summer. All right, I saw a lot of sweatpants. I saw a lot of gym wear, unworn gym wear. If you catch my drift, and I finna throw
What
that
a
out
Bobby.
there. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Well,
I
maybe
like
you
that
were in the
from
wrong
Wrestling
parts
Glory.
of the streets. You need to go where said goes.
So this is a myth. Cedric be in the house. That is a myth.
Is it though?
It is a myth.
As he
You know what's
wears his
funny?
shirt.
I literally just this doesn't help me at all.
We like take over here.
I don't know if I'm getting old, but I'm getting forgetful as all hell. I just realized like I'm missing my license.
Wow.
Yeah. And I don't know how long it's been like that.
That's just what being busy gets you. Because y'all be having some hectic schedules. I think to that point where it's like you start getting to the point where like mundane stuff, you just be like, yo, I just don't have the time to put that energy there.
No, and like I know I renewed it, checked online, it's renewed and all that. And I'm like, where's the physical thing? I'm trying to retrace my steps. I can't even think about it. What happened was, and T-Guy's gonna use it against me, I was trying to give me a little nightcap, went to a dispensary, showed my license. They were like, oh, this is expired. And I was like, oh, no, it's not. She showed it to me. I was like, oh, shit, it is. That's not the right one. I was like,
oh, shit, it is.
So I don't even know what I did with it. I don't know if I left it at a bar, off a tab. No clue.
Oh.
No clue.
Well, ladies, if you want to grab yourself a drink, head over to Seti Said's account. He'll take you out.
Wow.
Just make sure you have your ID because he doesn't.
Make
so
sure you have your ID. Yes.
Someone's gonna have to get approved for it.
That'll be resolved by the end of this watch along.
Probably that's just probably sitting right into your keyboard. It's like, oh, there you go.
That's what I'm saying. I really don't know. We don't know, but I'm probably just gonna buy another one.
You're gonna buy a new license?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It's easier just to buy a new one than like waste brain power trying to retrace my steps because I really can't imagine where it is. Like I have no clue.
See what I said? When y'all are busy, you don't want to put that energy into there. I barely like putting energy into getting dressed. Like I would do just like Dr. Dre and wear all black, so I don't have to think about it.
I was actually thinking about that today. I was literally thinking about that today because I'm about to get ready to travel, and I think I'm just gonna do all black.
Ain't got to think about it. Ain't got to question it. It's like, yo, here I am.
I'm gonna head to that DMV kiosk, put them numbers in, spit it out. Give me a new one.
Yep, real quick.
It is what it is.
It gives you a new driver's license from the machine?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So Ova got what 17 days he said to be, and that'd be kind of lame if they don't let him get it. Like if he loses on one of the episodes before that, like just let him have it.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I think they're gonna go through the thing. The day he gets it, they're gonna take it off of him.
Oh yeah, because that happened to Gunther by the hands of Braun Breaker. That's when he picked up his first like actual pinfall in a minute.
Yeah.
What? He's
y'all can
admitting his
narrate what's
weakness?
going on
That's
here.
ridiculous.
So I'm like, bro, this dude is whack. Like you are not a Don. You are a soldier at best.
Yeah, that's not a good look. Even if you feel that way, you shouldn't admit it.
Like send
We
them
about
after
to get
this dude.
bouncy. We about to get bouncy.
I want to see Rizzo in action more. I don't know if she's been pulling in action on Level Up, but I want to see Rizzo actually work.
So they all the champions?
Is he admitting that he's afraid of Oba?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I mean that's who isn't?
See? Yeah.
Moose ain't.
Moose think he above NXT though. You think he's
I
too
know, that's
proud to go to
wild.
NXT?
That's wild work. Your name Moose and you think you better than NXT? That's a lot. All right, we got no quarter
So-
catch crew versus Javon Evans and Cedric Alexander. Who?
Ooh.
All right, there goes Cedric.
His name is Miles Bourne, right? Am I tripping?
Which one?
In a no quarter catch.
Couldn't even tell you. Goes
like-
right to
like
my point.
Randy
These
Orton
groups.
light.
Do we like this team up with Cedric and
Hold
Javon?
on. Hold on, TK. Hold on. I can't unsee that now.
That's the first thing I noticed. I was like, you look like Randy Orton. I don't know if he's doing that on
Randy
purpose.
Orton.
I think his name is Miles Bourne.
Oh, from no quarter catch crew, not the Olympian, the other one. Yo, that boy do look like the off-brand Randy Orton.
Personally, I would like to see Cedric in his own story arc as opposed to being the mentor and in tags. Kind of like what
Right.
Apollo Crews is doing, where he kind of had his own backstage segments and vignettes. I would like to see Cedric get that type of stuff because I don't think he even got that type of stuff from 205 Live.
Yeah, I feel like justice for Cedric. They really need to start using him. He's been with the WWE for a long time.
And this
So
is
let me
why
ask
they should
y'all-
have never fused the cruiserweight title with the whatever they what was it. I think it eventually became North American.
No, I thought it was NXT.
Nah, the cruiserweight title was in the unification match with which I believe was
Carmelo.
it was Melo and Santos.
But I thought he was NXT champion when that happened. I could be wrong. I can't remember, but I could have sworn it was an NXT championship that happened with.
Nah, because Melo only got one NXT title reign, so I think that was when he was still
North American. Okay.
Cruiserweight title could have stayed around just because what the hell is the Heritage Cup?
Right.
It hasn't caught on yet.
It has not.
Bobby,
Or even two
Bobby's,
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Bobby's saying so Cedric Alexander should be involved in NXT and TNA.
And that would be cool, but it's like we know Cedric can do great things in the ring. I want to see more character work.
Yeah, because it's there. Like
yeah.
I've heard Cedric talk, and I'm like, Cedric has it.
He was basically doing the Thea Hill bit in the Hurt Business, just the young, scrappy person that always wanted to fight first. Like that was character work. I want to see more of that from him.
Now I also could have seen the cruiserweight title being turned into the light heavyweight title. If you wanted to like get rid of the whole, like 205 thing, like you had to be that weight, then that way you at least have this being like challenged all the time. And Cedric holding it and like not letting that thing go. It's like, nah, bro, I am the toting pole for this title.
So I'm saying something.
But I'll ask y'all, what do y'all feel like folks in the back aren't seeing in Cedric? Like, what do they feel like Cedric is missing?
I don't know if it's folks. I don't know if it's folks in the back. I feel like a lot of stuff comes to be that the era that we're in right now is not necessarily the political, like, oh, where I'm not using him because I feel this way. I think it's just more finding the right story. Mm-hmm. I think that's what it is. And then I also think it has to do with priority. There's a hierarchy, but I feel in Cedric's case, it's just finding the right story that's going to work for him. And maybe that's coming into play, especially with CW. But yeah, because he can do something. Like I feel like that's the case.
I'd be interested to know what was pitched to him and like what was turned down. Because clearly they were trying to do something with him and Ashanti, which Ashanti is literally just Pepe Le Pew walking around backstage, literally. So I mean, he just another. Yeah, I'm showing my age there.
Those are called him a creep, and that
another
just
like Big Brother role, essentially.
So, Cap, I ask you this then, man. What story do you think could break Cedric out of this and get the spotlight put back on him?
I think you just said it. It's kind of like they put him in the position where he's mentoring these people, but you feel like often when you're in a position of mentoring people, you've already done something in your career, and then this is a storyline. So it's not saying that he hasn't, but then he could turn it around. It's like, I'm not done showing y'all what I got. And then proceeds to start showing, like, you know, taking everybody apart in the locker room until he gets that chance. Because it's like it's like you're putting him in this mentoring role because of the years in the business, which is great, but he hasn't had his time to shine yet. And that's kind of that could be the story right there.
The story is turning on the mentees. The same way Bronson Reed out here throwing around these tsunamis. I want to see some lumbar checks. I want him to take Javon ass and, you know, all this flippy shit, lumbar check. Sit your happy ass down.
Charlie Dempsey, you talking shit? Lumbar check. Watch this.
Start breaking backs. That's what I want to see. At will. NXT parking lot, it don't matter. Start breaking backs.
Stop that NXT parking lot.
What got Cedric so damn mad? I don't know.
Yeah, because we just saw Roxanne with a chip on her shoulder. So why not, you know, do that where it's just like, I'm not done yet.
Yeah.
Well, I agree with TK. It's like the hierarchy thing. So it's like, where do you fit it? And it seems perfect to just be like, hey, it's just do a brief heel run.
Yeah.
Just take somebody's fan favorite and literally just start coming around throwing around lumbar checks. Javon, Joe Hendry, Trick, you name it. Everybody get a lumbar check twice a week. And I better see it on social media too. Just random lumbar checks.
Even folks we don't like Tony D'Angelo, just for no reason at all. Just like, and that's it. Just
run around picking people up. Like NXT usually does a very good job of like incorporating new people with the current like block of stars.
Yeah,
like what's the guy's name that's like the I don't know, he's like Superman. He's like the dorky, buff, light-skinned dude. They're starting to incorporate him into stuff.
Oh damn, what's his name? Because I just saw something on him on socials. Oh shit.
Part of me wants to say Denzel Valentine, but that's a basketball player. I know that's not him.
I don't remember that name.
He just looks like that would be his name.
Bro, Javon Evans versus Randy finna be fire. That's all I know. This finna be.
I can't with you.
What? That's what he's taking on.
It's not Randy Orton in the ring, y'all.
No. I meant when they're in St. Louis, TK.
Oh,
because Randy is taking on Javon Evans. No. I meant for the match in Missouri. In St. Louis.
Ooh.
Tavion about to be everything Damon Kemp couldn't be.
Man. And that's kind of sad for Damian.
Because he's around for a minute.
Yeah.
What up, y'all? Keep sending those hearts on TikTok.
Now let me ask y'all this. How do you think a match would go with Cedric Alexander versus Oba for the U.S. title? Well, North American title, excuse me.
It'd be an interesting contrast. I would like to see it. Because like the smaller person, but like Cedric still got power moves in his arsenal. It would be fun. I think it will probably be a better match than Oba versus Wesley.
That was just a massacre.
All right, so who do we have on winning in this match?
I think we're gonna get Javon and Cedric just so it does get them ready for Javon to take on Randy.
Oh, do we see another faction happen? I think I'm ahead of you guys, so I'm not gonna say it.
God damn!
Nice. Ooh.
Oh.
Geez.
Damn. Oh. Time to get bouncy. Boom.
And that lumber. Ooh. Whoo. Bro, he moved just like
right.
Randy, too. Oh, my gosh.
You called it.
Yeah, you got to watch that, though, bro. So now my question, though, does Javon go over on Randy?
That would be extremely
Damn,
surprising.
that's gonna be a good
and I know
match.
Randy not really doing nothing right now, but like that's a hell of an endorsement. That's Kevin Owens over Cena levels of like, oh, he got next, but like I don't see it.
But Randy putting out the tweet that he wanted, like I don't see him beating him like clean. I see like Javon like with a schoolboy and then catching Randy off guard.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is like low key babyface Randy, so I think he can eat that loss and we wouldn't care.
Yeah,
but like I was still like the Randy I know would like still like beat that ass after the match.
At least give him an RKO after the match. Yeah, you got to hit him with RKO out of nowhere.
Like, you don't get no celebration, nothing.
Oh, well, now we know why Shawn Spears hasn't been seen. He's injured. Okay. Or is he? Oh, they just put it 2 and 2. Gotcha.
We never really got anything from. They scrapped it, obviously, but nothing ever came of like the NXT Anonymous stuff, and they still have the videos every now and then, but they haven't really went down that storyline. Like the hacker.
What would the storyline be, though?
I thought originally it wasn't like Stevie Turner doing that thing at first.
Shoot,
and now she's just like Ava's assistant.
So wait, was he running the account, or was he trying to find out who the anonymous person was?
Well, the anonymous person is just an anonymous account on Twitter that gets backstage videos now, but they don't like feed into it because that was who was feeding like the Trick Mello videos at first.
Right? Yeah, I remember that.
Like we don't.
Yeah.
They don't
Instead
really
of it being a thing, like attacking them, like it's like, yo, I know your stuff. Don't make me air it out. Either give this match to this person or I'm airing this out.
Yeah, we don't. We're not defining the character behind it, and that's the last time I saw it was when Spears got attacked by Blade and Nofe backstage.
It'd be interesting if you use it as another like a TMZ meets World Star type situation where you're getting conversations like where you think somebody's a friend and they're saying stuff behind your back, or you're getting like those fights or something like that. It'd be interesting they use it kind of like that. That's kind of that way.
Drew just tweeted out, "None of this, you're my wrestling daughter bullshit. Only freaks do that. I'm very proud of you, Roxanne."
Boy, I'm telling you, man. Drew need a Pulitzer for his tweets. All right. This man be on fire. He does not miss at all. I love it.
No, I think you.
Oh my goodness, man.
It's so trippy that there's literally two sets of commercials that are going on.
Yeah, I'm watching that commercial where you gotta take them pills to make your anus bleed.
Wait, what?
You know, they be talking about take Zoloft or all of these things, and they be having that small like little window where they talk real fast and they tell you the side effects. It always be like anal leakage as one of them.
Okay.
It be the wild, yo. It be the wildest shit. They be like, yo, why are you taking this then? It be so much that be like side effects can include. And the list is crazy.
I thought this movie came out already.
Which movie?
Agatha All Alone.
That's a show.
It's a series.
Well, yeah, I thought it came out already.
Starts
tomorrow. Been
Actually,
waiting
midnight.
what, like 5 years since WandaVision came out?
Has it been?
Yeah.
About yeah.
Like
it feels like
2019. I feel like it. It's a long time ago.
Oh, 2021.
No way.
But it was. I think it was announced in 2019. Though we had been knowing about it since then.
All right. It was so
All
long
right.
ago. For that cliffhanger at the end of that show to have to wait this long. That's
yeah. And if we even still get any information, because we don't know if she's dead or if she's coming back. They said she's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I don't know.
this movie you're talking about Deion Lennox, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Super.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, I was close. Denzel, Deion. It was one of them joints.
This is like Carmelo's like older brother, but not as much swag as Carmelo. Because then Carmelo used to wear glasses out here.
I'm feeling like the on glasses take the glasses off when you hit the ring.
It's like Jason Jordan with swagger,
but not much though.
Wow,
just an angrier.
That's not a diss. That's not a diss.
No, it's not.
They basically look the same, except like
that is the same person.
Same because they're just light skinned.
No,
same haircut and everything.
What am I trying to say? Politically correct? Like
no.
It's
Same.
Like, I can tell Deion
outfit.
is black, but when they did the Kurt Angle stuff with Jason Jordan, I was looking at him like, one drop.
You're not off on that. Same attire, same physical physique, same haircut. Only difference is this dude is height. That's it. This man do really look like another Jason Jordan.
Ooh, girl, we gotta brush your teeth tonight.
They really dropped the ball on this Brooks Jensen stuff.
They really did.
When he was crashing out,
what happened to that?
I was engaged. I think they got scared. They pulled the plug and was like, "Hey, bring him back on television because people might be taking it too real. What are the consequences with people seeing this on
step on his glasses?"
And I'm mad he doesn't talk. Like he doesn't do vignettes or anything.
He should have stepped on them. Oh. Oh, shenanigans.
Brooks Jensen should literally make his whole wrestling style Jon Moxley. And I would believe it.
Yeah.
Oh. Damn. That looked gruesome. Oh, I thought he had it.
Nah, Brooks Jensen's got to look
Brooks
good.
Jensen for the win.
I'm not gonna lie. This is the fighting style I wish Mick Foley Jr. had. This is just like if he fought like this, I think I'd like Sammy a little more. So is Sean Spears like his manager now?
I guess so. I'm just mentoring him. He might end up having like a little stable. He didn't lose to no DDT. Wow.
Yeah.
We taking L's to DDTs in 2024?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Ain't that John Moxley finisher?
More like a butterfly DDT. It's a little bit more aerial.
Okay.
This is
Oh,
flat
so he hooked.
Alexa
So
Bliss
he
DDT.
so he hooked the arm and then DDT somebody.
Yeah. Well, it's a little more pizzazz. I don't like that.
I don't
Seeing
like
this big ass
Wesley.
dude get his ass beat like that. Y'all remember, this is one of Dwayne Johnson's worst movies. Have you guys ever seen it's called Split or Switch? I don't know. He was a truck driver.
Yeah.
The
Fuck.
cartel,
What was that
stuff like
one?
that. And all 6'5", 290 pounds, Dwayne Johnson was getting hemmed up by Michael Williams and pleading for mercy. And I couldn't believe it. That's what that match just made me feel like.
So do you think that I'm guessing you thought it was the wrong person who won?
Snitch. Snitch is
Snitch. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
One of the worst movies I've ever seen.
It was not
like, I had to suspend my belief to believe this man that drives trucks is a punk.
It was not
terrible.
Great. It was not great. You can't be that big and muscular and then act like you scared. Like, you be big.
You can't be getting grabbed by the collar and you looking down at the other person. Nah.
Exactly.
No.
You're like, please don't hurt me. Really, dude?
Like, what?
That's what you're doing?
That's
what just happened?
Wow, Jeffrey.
Wes looking like he got his hair did in hair salons and wait for the drink.
That's funny.
He does.
Okay. Y'all see what happened here? JC was in the middle this week.
Yeah, they heard you. JC was like, I heard the mayor. I don't like that. Put me back in the middle.
Because, I'm like, they making it seem like Fallon is a new mean girl. She been goody two-shoes this whole time.
Mm-hmm. But that's what I was talking about with some of these factions that's in NXT. Like with these, like you see the star potential in all of them. And then like who's the other one outside of those two?
Jasmine Nix.
Yeah, like she's not bad, but it's like you can tell
Nix
like
gonna be cold.
Yeah, but you can tell too, like they're right here
there,
and she's still waiting to get there and stuff like that. But a lot of these groups aren't doing that. Like you can see, like all three of them gonna be stars. I don't see stars in No Quarter Catch Crew. I don't see stars in the D'Angelo family. Yeah,
I see Tavion. I see Tavion as a star if they do it right.
If they do it right,
break him out from there, and that's why I want to see more Rizzo, because I think Rizzo probably has staying power on her own, just with her athletic background. I've only seen her maybe like one match legitimately. I think was it the Iron Survivor? Or no, it was the Gauntlet. She was in the Gauntlet, right?
Match. Yeah, she was in the Gauntlet. And I think the Breakout tournament too, I think she was in. But that's what I'm saying. Like their ships aren't like the tide isn't raising all the ships just yet. And I think that's where they're missing with a lot of these like factions.
Yeah. They should have kept JC and Gigi together, but even in Toxic Attraction, I thought JC was the breakout. I just feel like what they did with her and Gigi didn't do anyone any favors because it didn't lead to anything.
Well, then also too though, but they lost Mandy, and I think that was also the biggest problem too. Like Mandy's abrupt like leave. It's like, okay, what do you do with these two? And it's like, okay, yeah, they had a potential to be breakout stars, but I don't think it broke out the way it needed to be.
Right. They could have just been record-breaking women's tag team champions.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
Like imagine them versus Unholy Union and that rivalry. Oh, that would have been fire. Yeah, Jeffrey, Mandy was a pillar of the group, but they had the potential to have them capitalize on there. But to the mayor's point, I just don't think they executed it properly.
Not at all. Especially because we backtracking into basically the same faction.
Yeah.
Only thing I like different about it is that their beef is with the NIL athletes. That's a very good focus group because there's so many of them. It's like they saw that combine a couple months ago. It was like, oh, y'all think y'all better than me.
You think you better than me? You think you better than me? Okay.
They gonna get a nice little rivalry out of like Soul and everybody else, all the ex
Yeah,
athletes.
I can see that being like you said, being the Mean Girl group. I wouldn't even mind them having like a fatal influence burn book. I think that'd even be like a good play on their stuff. Oh, well, I guess it is official. We'll get Fraxium versus A-Town Down Under for the tag team championships.
What do
I
you
don't
think
know if y'all talked about it, but it's a really big deal that Bianca took a clean pin to Io.
Yes, no, we did. No, we talked
I can't
about
remember the last time I saw that happen. My eyes got big. So I was like, yo.
No, that gave me like I already have a tremendous amount of respect for Bianca, but I'm like, yo, that right there just shows you like how invested she really is into this company and the women that's back there. Because like seeing Io get that win, like that really brought her stock back in and stuff. Like we saw the kind of decline after losing the belt, but it's like, yo, we know Io can go. And to see that happen and have such a great match too with it, I'm like big ups to Bianca for doing that. A prime example of when you put the business first and not yourself, like some talents that we know. I won't say no names, but they know who they are. And Cedric represents a few of them. Miss Hand-Me-Down Monet.
Oh, speaking of that,
those are
here
myths, man.
Now we know why
are
Cedric
myths.
showed up today.
Oh yeah, you already know why he was up. He can't.
Your feed's a little fast. I should take this shirt off and put the other shirt on real quick.
I mean, go do what you do, bro.
You know?
It's been 75 days since she's been in the match, man. Go represent for your client.
You said 75 days.
It has been 75 days since she's been in the match on TV. It's been 75 days since No Mercy. No, since Heat Wave.
Oh. All right, who do we have? Do you think Lola's gonna win this?
My feed is still very slow.
No, but not because she can't win, because I believe like the rest of Fatal Influence is gonna interfere. I don't think she doesn't have anybody in her corner right now. So I think that may be the only reason. But Lola could definitely give JC the business.
You think Jada's gonna come out and help her?
I don't think help her. I think she's gonna come get her lick back on them. I'm digging the Lola Vice haircut though.
I want Lola to get new entrance music. I like Taylor Rumpo, but it takes too long to build up.
Yeah.
What? Tyrese Halliburton is helping out with the contracts for what?
You already know
why.
You know how this goes, man.
Oh,
I love that he's a big wrestling fan, but like, your feed's too fast. I mean,
you'll like what's coming.
I can really imagine what it is. Like, and you're absolutely right, but I haven't seen it yet.
Here's my other thing.
Cannonball by JC.
She needs to stop saying that. She needs to stop saying that shit. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, man.
Speaking of cannonballs, Willow's cannonball from All Out.
Fire.
God.
Fire. Yo.
My
there
God.
It is.
Yo.
Lola with the win.
Oh, she got it?
See, I like JC. There's no growth in JC's character, which is like hurting her.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you're saying she got to stop saying the I'm a Latina thing. I agree.
When you said the Joe Tessitore stuff, that's what it reminded me of. I was like, you got to stop saying that.
I thought she was your client. You haven't told her to stop saying it?
We were working on some things, you know. I can only lend advice, and they get to take it.
Oh,
or
there's
not,
Okay, there go Jada. What a badass! What a
fist.
Ooh.
Where you at, Sandale? I ain't never seen Asuka finish no match with no back fist.
Oh, here you go.
I like you tell me. I didn't see some submissions.
No.
I didn't see what is it? Would she be hopping in the air and doing the dance side? I ain't never seen her finish no match, no back fist though. But like you tell me.
Why is she fighting her?
Let's not be too hasty.
Oh,
that back
sounds
fist
like
was
there's gonna be
slightly
a match
made
between
it
Jada and
Jasmine.
Ooh, that back fist was way better than Lola's. Wait a minute.
You did not.
You saw she was my boy. She'd have put Lola out with that. Oh my God, is this a Mayor? What's going on with your clients right now, man?
Feed still. Oh, she couldn't even knock Fallon out the ring with that one.
Why they keep showing him?
Oh,
Guys,
who's
yeah,
ever
I'm
doing
touching
the
mac and
writing?
cheese again. Yeah, I'm just touching the mac and cheese again. Although my clients are arguing right now, they will be united front here in 2 weeks on the first episode of the CW when they are in tag team action. You heard it here first.
I don't know, man. You know your client don't get along with her tag team partners as we done seen.
Just alpha women. Alpha women want to do their own thing. And they're gonna be like, "Hey, we stronger together."
We gonna see.
Man, this is a whole. Whoever wrote this is very movie cinematic.
Yeah, she did great. Tony did not.
I believe in you. There you go.
Yo, if that's not her real accent, like if she's doing that to acting, but she doing it. She's doing it though.
So can somebody? I don't want to turn my volume up because of the feed. Can somebody transcribe to me what Adriana is saying to Tony B?
You don't have another pair of headphones?
She basically saying, yo, stop being a bitch, go back in the ring and take on Oba.
She's because we believe in you, and even if you lose, the family's still here for you.
Dog.
I believe in you. Believe in yourself.
Dog, if Tony D'Angelo is the one to end that title reign, I swear to you,
I'm gonna be tight.
I'm gonna need to leave an absence.
I'm gonna be tight.
I'm gonna need to leave an absence. Yeah, that's gonna be garbage.
Yeah,
that's gonna be garbage.
Look, I let it slide with Mick Foley Jr. and Gunther. Like, nah, bro, nah.
You know how many times we didn't try to shift the D'Angelo family character arc since 2.0? It's like I always say, like Duke Hudson finally found his home because he was Hurt Business, he was Gambit, he was all these different things, and now he found a home. But we tried to reboot him so many times.
But that's the point of NXT, to find your character, right?
Same smoke.
But here's the problem with the Tony D'Angelo thing. This is one of those where, okay, you're gonna love
the card. That's the problem. It's at the top. Yeah. It's like you prime time minutes to figure this shit out.
Like, and you're gonna level up. So it's just kind of like one of those, like, I'll put it in this term, CK. I don't know if you'll be able to follow along, but it's like Tony's about to go Super Saiyan because I'm about to be nerdy. That wasn't a disrespect to you. I'm just gonna be really nerdy. Okay. That's why it wasn't a shot at you. He's about to go Super Saiyan for the first time. Finally, it's like, okay, bet I'm finna finally get the yellow hair. I'm finna power up. Oba's already Super Saiyan 3, and we ain't seen him power up yet. Like, remember, we haven't seen Oba mad. We haven't seen Oba really push himself. And you already got problems with this guy. That's why it's like, yo, you cannot be the one to take this off of him by just trying to rally us to go, yes, he's doing it for family. This is not Fast and the Furious. Please don't do that.
He said this is not Fast and the Furious.
Family is not going to be enough for you to beat the ruler.
What are you
Like,
trying to say? Family's everything. With the power of the family behind you, is to propel you forward, to have belief in yourself, to channel that inner to win.
Like,
This family ain't
overrules
enough for all
title,
that.
He needs to be the world champion by the end of that program that night. And I don't care how he intersects himself into the championship match with Ethan and Trick. Hey, boss up. New champion is over.
Give him 2 matches. I don't mind seeing Antonio D'Angelo as a champion. I just don't want to see him take it off of Oba. But I do think him having the North American championship would do a lot for his stock. But I just don't want to see it at Oba Femi's expense with how they've set him up.
I don't think it would do a lot for his stock because I think them having the tag team championships in that stable didn't do much. I would hope that would just elevate the people around him, because I think him is just like that's what it is. That's just what he is.
But that's the issue when you make your leader into a tag team, and I think that's where the issue comes in. Because the same thing with Chase U, like what's his name is supposed to be the leader of Chase U, and you're making him the tag team champion. It's like, no, give your people that are in there with you the tag team belt, and you go after a singles belt. Oh, wow. Grayson Waller effect back on NXT and Fraxium as the guest.
Ooh, next week's going to be really good.
Oh, yeah. All right. So then Ridge is going to decimate Riley Osborne next week, and then that'll just leave him against Andre Chase.
His shirt, though.
All right. Ren Sinclair getting a title shot at Kalani Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord. The shirt fired on Tyrese.
Who you bring? Oh, okay. Oh.
I was like, who that's supposed to be?
It's where did Sid go?
I ain't gonna lie, Tyrese mic skills ain't bad.
No, they're not. But he definitely talks like a basketball player.
He definitely does. But at least he don't talk like a full basketball player. We're gonna get this contract started. I done brought my team with me. Let's bring out my brother Trick Williams. Same tone, don't change. Just straight talk like that.
Dang, who's styling Trick? He got all these outfits.
Yeah.
Jeffrey says at 10 o'clock already. I know. How did Sid just leave?
No, I think he had an issue with his Wi-Fi because he froze up.
Oh, not the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, the screen kind of froze on us.
Oh, almost close.
What happened?
Trick.
It is though. I guess it's a war with Vice City and Parkerville. I guess he had to go get that situated right now.
Okay, all situated.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
He's back.
Sorry about that. No, know what happened there.
Oh, we know what happened.
Those are rumors, gross rumors.
Oh, good delivery. Oh, Trick's taking out the vest.
Does Tyrese got on dress pants and dress shoes with a t-shirt?
Yes.
Oh wow.
What's to look for?
Oh wow. I mean, I wouldn't have done it, but that's just me though.
I mean, they're trying different things on NXT.
Nah, I don't think you should try that.
Trick is wearing European style pants.
That works. That works. This man got on a full t-shirt with dress pants and dress shoes. You could at least had on like Jordans. Then it's like, okay, I get it. Oh, that was horrible, Tyrese. That was horrible. That was horrible.
Oh no, that wasn't bad. Hit the music, CM Punk. Oh wait, is CM Punk gonna be Oh, because he didn't say his announcement yet. So is he gonna be the guest referee?
It is Chicago.
Has him and Ethan Page ever had any run-ins?
I don't think so.
Historically, I don't know.
Okay. I'm just thinking with Ethan Page, it's like, tenure in his wrestling career. I'm just like, I thought if maybe they crossed paths or not.
I do love that Tyrese Halliburton is like a hardcore wrestling fan. They
Yeah.
just go out there and average like 13 assists a game. Just a real nerd. Just hoop.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, CM Punk is the referee then.
Is Trick playing on fire? Why he took his vest off?
I've noticed that Trick Williams never wears clothes.
I mean, would you look like him?
You know what? Yeah, I'd probably be worse than him. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
that's why God didn't bless me that way. But
I already said when I finally hit my final form, I'm never wearing shirts again. I'm gonna be on WWT Live with no shirts on.
Oh, you got 2005, 2004, where Lil Wayne was walking around everywhere with no shirt.
Yep, you're gonna have to pay me to put on shirts. That's the only time I wear shirts.
Well, look, we can have a WWT spinoff for OnlyFans. Will, you can be on there doing your thing, and there it is.
Y'all want that? Y'all want them problems?
Not me.
Y'all want them problems? We will never have to worry about money again.
Who? They're loading that show because if CM Punk's gonna be on this,
there it is. Told you.
Drew McIntyre is coming to NXT to beat up CM Punk.
I'm telling you that we would talk. I asked her that if that would happen early. I'm like, that's
going to ruin their match though. If Drew comes because
this is how Ethan Page retains right there.
That's just how that happens.
The ultimate hate of Drew McIntyre.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it because it goes with my theory that the chase is better, and Trick don't need to be no 2-time champion.
And then that just shows that's what you forget for putting your punk ass nose in everybody's business. Stay where you supposed to be at and focus on Drew McIntyre. Whoa. Nice with me. The way them glasses came off.
CM Punk, let them fight. CM Punk looks like a proud papa.
He does. He do be looking hella old now.
All right, before we
I wonder what the rating is going to look like. Punk,
get in,
Randy, Bianca, and
well, before we
Jay?
get into all that, where is it? Oh, we definitely want y'all to check out our merch.
Hey, yo, you. Yeah, you that's watching this. You sitting on the couch staring at the screen not knowing what you want to do like this is an online college. Are you tired of wearing shirts that make you look like an extra stuck in catering? Do you want to step your wrestling swag game up to the next level? Then Women's Wrestling Talk has got you covered. Like literally. Are you for life in pink or black and white? Or maybe you're the EST and people need to respect you accordingly. Want to put some pride in your stride and show off the muscle in your hustle? Then make sure you check out the WWT store. Not now, but right now. Alright? What you waiting for? Head to www.talkpodstore.com and don't make me fight you. Shit.
Oops.
This episode of Women's Wrestling Talk has been brought to you by All Caribbean Wrestling. Catch the wave. Go to allcaribbeanwrestling.com to check out all the latest pay-per-views or go on the YouTube page at All Caribbean Wrestling. Also, go and check out their socials on Instagram at All Caribbean Wrestling and on X at All Caribbean WR1.
All right. Another edition of NXT in the books. I guess it's we're referring to this as Tuesday Night Pharaoh. I guess this is the title of our WWT live show.
Y'all weren't on here. And I'm gonna be honest, I had no faith that y'all were gonna join me. So I just thought I was gonna be riding this solo, and that's why I named it.
Well, in that case, Tuesday Night Pharaoh. What was the first match? You lead it off.
Oh, I'm leading this off. The first match. Why are you gonna put me on the spot like that?
Well, before we do that,
I don't know why I drew a blank with that.
What do you guys think of NXT on a whole?
On a whole?
Yeah, the show today. What did you guys think? Was it a good NXT? Are you looking forward to next week? I have some answers to that. So what did you guys think overall?
Another successful one. I think it's continuing to build, like we said, into no longer being that developmental show, but a part of the big two brands, Raw and SmackDown. And even something like Mayor said before it did go off, it looks like we're anticipating getting it even better when it moves to CW. So even like what Boza just wrote, it was an 8 out of 10. I stayed interested in it as much as like some of the things I don't like to see in these things. It's not that it's like making me turn it off or like get disinterested or make me want to look at my phone. Like it's keeping my interest for these 2 hours.
Right. Said.
I missed the first hour, but I'm just going back through some of the stuff. And it looks like it was a really good card. It looks like they're really loading it up, of course, with the special appearances, the storylines heading into those first weeks of CW. So I'm expecting good stuff these next couple of weeks before we hit October 1st. But tonight was a good show. It's always a good show when my clients appear on screen, and it's even better when they pick up wins.
Okay.
There you have it. TK, your thoughts?
I actually really liked it. I feel there's certain things that are happening behind the scenes with myself and WWT. So I'm noticing some things more. And I feel like the writing or the promos that are happening, in particularly what happened yesterday, but also what happened today, like with Roxanne and stuff like that, I'm really enjoying it. So I don't know if they're setting up and they've brought different styles of writers due to the new deals that are happening in the new networks, but I had a interview yesterday with the wrestler. I really like a good promo, especially something that you can remember, some really great lines, like, Roxanne, hinting like, I like your wife better. Like that stuff is like, just,
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Like stuff like that.
Yes.
So I'm reading some stuff, and I just noticed some things from the first hour. So y'all didn't tell me this, that Tony D'Angelo fought Hammerstone. So Hammerstone got back-to-back
Yeah.
appearances, and he walked out on that.
Yeah.
night.
Walked out, and we did also find out that it was Hammerstone that he did hand the envelope of cash to take out
Gotcha.
Oba. Yeah.
Mm.
So
Well,
we did
From
first.
the beginning.
Yeah. So we started off.
Yeah.
Ethan Page and Trick Williams supposed to have in their contract signing. Great back and forth as far as mics, but we did not get the contract signed as we saw with the last of the show. And Ethan Page putting Trick Williams through a table with a ego's edge. So we saw that happen, and then we had the tag team match between Lyra Valkyria, Tatum Paxley versus Rosemary and Wendy Chu. Tatum Paxley picking up the victory, pinning Rosemary. And I had said during that match, giving credit to you, Mayor, I see why you do enjoy seeing her in the ring, seeing her in-ring work, because she did a phenomenal job during this match as well. And then we had CM Punk ass come out to potentially give out what he was going to say at the end of the show, but he was interrupted by my client, the NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez, and was definitely throwing all the shots. Kneecaps were taking out verbally, not actually, but verbally on CM Punk. Julia came out, doesn't have to say a lot, but does say a lot in that same sense, just building up to the match to premiere on the CW. So I do want to just stop between those. And I did want to get your thoughts, Mayor, on do we potentially see Tatum Paxley turning on Lyra Valkyria, or did this end that feud between her, Rosemary, and Wendy Chu?
Nah, I don't see Tatum turning because, I mean, they tried that angle. I don't really think that does anything for Lyra. Like I said before, I think Lyra's here to establish some more character work while help elevating Tatum to one of those superstars she can be on this roster. I think for Chu and Rosemary, we know what they're doing. It seems like they're going to be lockstep with Jordan Grace and TNA brand trying to snatch that title away from her. But I think it would be cool just to continue the Lyra and Tatum thing and well into the tag division. Keep establishing more tag teams on NXT brand that will give Bianca and Jade a reason to come to Tuesday nights.
Yeah, I agree. TK, how after seeing the interaction between Julia and Roxanne just completely verbally obliterating CM Punk ass, how does this make you feel about the match between these two on the premiere of the CW?
I feel like I feel like Roxanne is gonna pull out the win. Does it help elevate it? I feel with the CW deal, there's two things happening. You're catering to the folks who are wrestling fans who've been watching NXT since it was on WWE's own platform, and now you're catering to folks who watch CW who may or may not be familiar with wrestling. You're definitely going to get a lot of eye candy, both women and men. But I'm speaking to the mainstream audience who may watch wrestling once in a while. That's not going to be enough to really generate interest in the match. So that's why I think Roxanne's going to retain.
Okay. I don't disagree with that really whatsoever. So, and then moving into the second hour, we had, of course, like the mayor said, we had Tony D'Angelo that was supposed to take on Hammerstone, but ended up in a count out. Tony D'Angelo walking out, showing that he was acting very smooth in the shorts. Yeah, acting very smooth in the shorts for this match. And we've seen a couple of vignettes of him. Then we had the No Quarter Catch crew taking on Javon Evans and Cedric Alexander in a tag team match. And I believe Javon Evans and Cedric Alexander did pick up the victory, leading him into more momentum as Javon Evans will take on Randy Orton in in St. Louis NXT after the premiere of the CW. And then we had as the mayor calls him, Black Superman versus Brooks Jensen. And Brooks Jensen picking up the victory with a simple DDT like it's 1987.
That weak ass Jake the Snake stuff out of here, man. DDTs.
Then we've had some what's her name? Ren being able kind of setting her tone and taking her shot at Kalani Jordan, slapping her in the face.
That slap was brutal. The slap was brutal.
Was definitely brutal. But that is going to be leading into a championship match next week between Kalani Jordan and Ren. And we had Lola Vice taking on Jade of Fatal Influence, and Lola Vice using that back fist and finally hitting somebody with it and picking up a victory over JC Jane. And of course, shenanigans taking place and them trying to jump Lola Vice and Jada Parker running in, not to help out, but to kind of get her lick on them. But seems like it may be a civil war going on between in the realms of the mayor, as it looks like we may get a clashing between Vice City and Parkerville.
We're a little bit away from Thanksgiving, but I just want to let you guys know the Yams is touching the Mac. I got a couple months. When you tune into that show, just know Yams is touching the mac and cheese.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't want it to happen because I just rather see them as single stars, but I totally see both of them doing a hip thrust to two of them in the ring, like them in the middle and running the opposite way.
Yo, you was painting the vision. So you know how Ciampa and Gargano do their thing and meet at the middle?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be that. It's gonna be the hip thrust like that. That's
yeah, because I can see Jada doing this and then Lola with the shake, and they both run in and hit her. Yeah, I can definitely. I can see that. I could see that happening. I'm not gonna
let them do that to Jade. Tag team champions.
Oh yeah, yes indeed. And then we ended off the night with some basketball player, I guess from the Indiana Celtics, coming in here to help with this contract signing. I don't watch sports. I think they're fake. I think it's all a setup. I think sports entertainment is fake. Football is fake. Basketball is fake. It's all staged. This is my opinion.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think it's all fake. Yeah, once I saw the
WBT after dark to get that whole theory unpacked.
Yeah. Once I saw the New Orleans lights cut off, I was like, oh, Vince McMahon writes for the NFL now. Oh, that's what y'all doing. All of this is predetermined already. So that's for another thing. But I just want to know what were your two highlights that you took away from NXT tonight, and what does it get you excited for, especially leading into the premiere on the CW?
I mean, you just said it. I feel like there's gonna be things that are unsaid. There's gonna definitely be some surprises that are gonna happen. They're really curating it for the folks who have been watching WWE and NXT to want to tune in. But I feel like we're gonna have bigger names that we didn't even think were involved in wrestling. I think it's gonna be almost like a mini PLE. So I'm really excited. With CM Punk, adding himself into the mix, I think we're gonna definitely see a lot more shenanigans coming from the main roster to NXT. So I think it's gonna be I think it's just gonna be a mini PLE. We're just gonna see a lot of great things to kick off the show, to get people wanting to watch. People who are gonna be there. They're gonna be names that we didn't think are gonna be there. So I think I'm really curious to see how it's all play out, and then also to all the writing too, how that's all gonna play out.
Gotcha. Cedric, your thoughts?
My top two highlights. I think the CM Punk Roxanne segment was huge for all parties involved. It just gave Roxanne Julia a big fight feel. If you wanted my honest opinion, that's probably the bigger match heading into our debut on the CW, and it probably will not, but it should be considered to the main event over Trick and Ethan, depending on which one is Chicago, which one is Missouri. The stuff with Fatal Influence is interesting as well. Like, I'm happy Lola picked up the win. I'm happy to see Jada still trying to get her lick back, because it's more character development for both, but it's in a time when you're really trying to make Fatal Influence the dominant faction or the damage control, so to speak, of NXT. So it can really go both ways. It's a toss-up. So I see Fatal Influence I can really see them getting the one-upsmanship for a series of time until a third woman comes into the fold. And I don't know who that's going to be. But if I can wave a crystal ball or something like that, I would probably say it should be Kalani Jordan, just because she's the champion of that division, the babyface champion of that division. So I think that would do a lot of character work for Kalani as well than just kind of having kind of these open challenges and people just coming and taking their shot. Give her like a major storyline to get her character work out too.
Yeah. I would even also say, just so the title doesn't get tied up with it, I don't know if she's still injured, but I would have loved to see maybe Lola, Jada, and Nikita Lyons all become a trio to take on Fatal Influence.
Have we seen I know we've seen Nikita Lyons on social media, and she's back. Do you think? I don't recall seeing her in the last couple of weeks. Do you think she's going to make an appearance, or do you think they're just kind of waiting for a good storyline?
I think probably waiting for a good storyline, but I think this one could be the one where you introduce that. Because one thing I've seen about like Fatal Influence is that they always manage to be like on PLEs. Like there's some kind of match that they're in. So I can see them having something like a tag team match, if not in Chicago at the premiere, at least when they go to St. Louis, just because of how they're stacking up these cards. So I think it'd be cool. This would be the perfect time to bring her in. We'll just see. And I even see what Eric Isaac saying, Sol Ruka, but I'm like, again, that's someone that I want to see on the individual work. Like you could give her a solo match. Like I wouldn't mind Sol Ruka and Kalani Part 2 before thrusting her in this tag team match. But I feel like the same highlights too. Like of course Roxanne's doing her thing, and then as well as Javon Evans taking on Randy Orton. I think that's just seeing that match today. I cannot wait to see that match just because I want to see this guy fly in the air and take an RKO. just because I know it's going to deliver. It's just going to deliver. And then the two things I look forward to is if Joe Hendry does not make an appearance on any of these two premieres of CW, I'm going to be tight. I need to believe in Joe Hendry.
I feel like he has to.
And I definitely want to see. I know it's a stretch. I know it's far, but I would love to see AJ Lee confront Roxanne. Like I think if we're not gonna get the Cora Jade full circle moment, then AJ Lee, like who better to sign off on Roxanne before she goes up than an AJ Lee? Because every single woman in this division, including the 4 horsewomen, wants to take AJ Lee on. And for Roxanne to get it first, I think would just elevate NXT and solidify what they've been saying about them, that NXT has the best women's division in the world. And I think having the one that really, and again, I know this is debatable and I'm not fully giving her the credit, but AJ Lee to me is the reason why people started taking women wrestling seriously again. Her and Paige. I believe those two were the starting pillars of that to get them to become WWE superstars. And to see her co-sign Roxanne and NXT, I think just would go over so much better than you see AJ Lee return to like Raw or SmackDown.
I like it.
So yeah, and that was the highlights of the show. We appreciate y'all checking out the watch along. Any final thoughts between y'all two?
Make sure that you guys check out WWT Live tomorrow. We also have our watch along for AEW on Wednesday. We have a couple of interviews dropping. If you guys, even if you're not fans or you haven't watched WoW has a new set, a whole new look. So definitely check out that if you're a fan of women's wrestling.
Yes, indeed. Cedric, any final thoughts?
Make sure you check out the show description for TK's body butter. She got some nice cocoa butter scrubs that you can use post shower or just when you begin to start your day. If you've been dealing with this summer heat, that's starting to cool down, you want some exfoliation, make sure you check out the show link, and then we're going to have that in there so you can stay moisturized in these streets or whatever you do out there.
Yes, indeed. Well, I was like, so I guess, do y'all need to say where to follow y'all? Because I was like, well, y'all have pitched just perfectly.
Right.
With all of
So
it.
pretty much before you.
That's about to pound the streets.
This is
That's about to pound the street.
I'm close. I'm very close. I like Miss Andrews. I don't want to delete that.
That's about to pound the streets.
this is
Deleting that.
I like it, man. I was like, at this point now, I'm like, I see why he's going to delete this.
Why?
He's going.
Oh, see,
Because there's never a good time to intersect that.
Live when he was on it. Just saying.
Oh man.
But
Let's
wrap
I
this
ain't got
up
my tickets to Pound Town Wrestling yet, by the way. I ain't got
Wow. I
no.
actually just hit her up finding out what the next one is. So when I find out, I'll let you guys know since we're all in LA. But just to wrap it up, because it's not too late for us, but it's definitely late for our folks in the East Coast. Thank you guys for joining us. Because I know some of you guys are on the East Coast, so you're definitely late. Shout out to Eric for hopping at the end. Jeffrey, Real Life, our informational officer, Bosa. Thank you guys so much for hanging in with us. Bobby as well. We're going to be doing this every Tuesday. I'm sure there's going to be more shenanigans and other off the wall comments that's going to be happening. But with that being said, Seti said, before you pound the streets, where can everybody find you?
You can find me on Twitter at says, just like it says right here on the screen. On the gram, it says the answer. Revamping my website for all the journalistic cool stuff that I do, setterdweldon.com. I guess there's a podcast that's coming to town too, recapping NXT, but you got to ask Jacob about that. I don't got the details. I'm just going to show up. Sendil, I will have a frame by frame of that back fist tonight from you from Lower Light, so you can see it in slow motion, so you can see how the trajectory goes, how it spins, and how the impact is better than anything you'll ever see. So just I'll have my people call your people. We'll exchange emails, but I'll get that to your inbox.
All right, Councilman. I guess there's going to be another NXT show that's going to pop up after 8 months. So
yes, I guess so. You can follow me at It's just shots taken all through, and for some reason it's been hot this week. It's been like month.
It don't be my fault.
It's not your fault.
It's never my fault.
Monday was a hot show. Tuesdays watch along is a hot show, man. So y'all never know. Like, tune in this week. It's been heat this week of WWT. But you can find me at Help TK Get Me Tickets to Survivor Series War Games on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
We could do a ticket. I don't know about tickets, but we could do a ticket.
Oh, that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Okay.
I'm definitely all ego when it comes to that. You can give me one ticket. Someone just has to tell the story, and so that should be me. I can get my ticket to Vancouver. Don't worry about that. But ticket to the show, you just like I said, I'm passport ready. I'm ready to put some stamps in here. Okay. That's all I'm saying. And then check me out always Monday, Wednesday, Fridays on WWT Live, and then as well as now the NXT Watch Along, and then hopefully as much as we can when August 7th happens and Monday Night Raw goes to 2 hours, we will start doing a watch along for Monday Night Raw, and I will try to jump on there as well. So that's where y'all can follow and support.
Okay. Are you gonna jump on the NXT show that Sed and Jacob are gonna have too?
You gotta talk to Mr. DeLawrence about that.
Yeah, you're gonna tell, yeah. And when they figure out who's mayor between the two of them, then we're gonna have a conversation.
See, me and Jake want to talk about that because I came onto that show late, and now I'm being bombarded with co-mayor, which is
he wrote it.
Crazy.
He wrote it too. That's why it's like he said it and wrote it in his display name that he is the co-mayor now.
That's right. The delegation in Vice City has informed me that I'm in the running for president of Vice City this November. So we're working that out. I might make a quick jump, and then my representation for Parkerville, we're going to go from mayor to governor. So we just working this stuff out,
We gonna see, because your councilman is also taking on some new clients, and I ain't gonna lie, Miss Parker had been in my DMs. she likes what's going on in Strattonville and the Parisian. Just letting you know that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I just sent her a picture of black Air Forces, and then the conversation just commenced after that.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
It's contract tampering, but okay.
All right,
Contract tampering. Zalando asks, can you share your hair place? And it
My
can't
hair
be talking
place?
to me.
Yeah, I was like, that must be
Oh,
It can't be talking to me.
well, I don't like. Well, this is an off conversation. But you could DM me. But yeah, it depends on the color. So this particular color I get from a certain place that I have to hook you up with.
See, I was going to try to rattle off a color, but then you would have
It's
said I'm too deep in the trenches.
6/13/27.
Don't do that to yourself.
No, you know.
I know. I'd have lined myself up. How you know that, Cedric? Yeah.
You don't want them questions. Yeah, let's not do that.
But yeah, hit me up on my IG. This is a perfect segue. Hit me up on my IG if you do want to know. At tktrinidad.com, any and everywhere. Also, thank you guys so much for tuning in to our NXT or our Tuesday Night Pharaoh NXT watch along show. Check us out every Tuesday. Make sure you follow Women's Wrestling Talk on all social media platforms at www.talkpod.com. Thank you guys so much for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Ciao, y'all.
Thanks for joining WWT. Don't forget to like us on all social media platforms at WW Talk Pod. Like and subscribe on all video and audio platforms. Like yesterday, my